Video number 5 of our Germany series, the student visa. We have decided to go to Germany. We have started learning German language. We have applied to a university. Our university admission is done, and now we are ready to go on. What is the next step? To obtain a visa. If your studies would be less than 90 days, which is highly unlikely, you need a regular Schengen visa. This video is about the so-called German national visa, which you need when your studies are more than 90 days, which is most likely going to be the case. Allow me to drill down the visa process. Number 1, the regular German visa for students, duration more than 90 days, which means university admission has been done, you will be there in Germany for quite some time and you want a visa for that. The second one is the visa for the admission process. Here you have to visit Germany to complete your admission process, and after that you will come back and apply for the first kind of visa that we have spoken. This visa entitles you to go to Germany, to speak to the university, to complete the admission process and come back. The visa number 3 is the language learning visa, which means I need to go to Germany to learn German language. These are the 3 kinds of visas: the national German students visa, the university admission visa, and the German language visa. The regular student visa. Step number 1, basic documentation. First, an online or offline application. I will strongly recommend go for an online application on your own. You do not need any agent, any specialist, any middleman to do this job. The next one, of course, you should have a passport which is valid for the duration for which you are applying for the visa, and maybe a little bit more. Third, you need a birth certificate. Fourth, if you are married, you need your marriage certificate. If your children are there, you need the birth certificate of children as well. Part 2. Basic documentation is done, and now of course the money. Finance. The German government would like to ensure that immediately upon reaching there, you don't become a refugee and start asking for money. Therefore, the only option left for them is take an estimate of the monthly expenditure, multiply that by 12 and ensure that you have that kind of money. With the present calculation, it comes to 10,236 euros. You can deposit it in a bank. Along with that, have a bank guarantee, or the best is to have a blocked account. Number 2, your parents' commitment. So you need a letter of commitment from your parents. The visa authorities also might ask you to submit additional papers which ensure that your stay in Germany can be funded even if it goes beyond or slightly beyond the duration of the visa. And of course, number 3, it makes it far more easier from the finance part if you have a scholarship, and the visa application would require you to enclose the details of the scholarship. Basic documentation done, finances arranged. Number 3, the admission. I must show that my admission has been confirmed. In addition, the university should also give me a letter of conditional acceptance, which means I would be accepted in the so and so session. This is about the university. The next one is the tricky question of language. Now there are a lot of ways in which this is being approached. Many people are saying, go to Germany, learn the language and then do your course. Of course, it's possible, but it is very complicated and it's very expensive. If you learn the language here, it's far more inexpensive. Second, you are more comfortable when you reach there. And third, you are not you don't have to join both the things, the language and your own course. I would strongly recommend A1, A2, B1 and if possible B2, which all require between 100 to 150 hours of studies. Please do it before you go there. You will be speaking, you will be writing at least reasonable German and you will be prepared to do it. However, in case you decide the more complicated option of learning German there, then you would also be required to show your confirmed admission and having paid the fees for the language course. The last part, the earlier certificate, school leaving, college, 12th class, certificates, diplomas, just check it up if everything is ready or not. It could happen that there is a surprise at the last moment. Something has been misplaced, you didn't need it in the past, so it's not there. At the beginning of the process, just check it up because some of the boards and the universities in India are very notorious and take a long time in giving you duplicates. The next one, if you are doing your German training in Germany, you would need the certification or the evidence of your English language. There are many which you know about, go for one of them. And now you're all set for this process. I must reiterate, you do not need a university agent, you do not need a visa agent, you do not need any middleman for this process. You have to just Google and Google and Google and talk to people and write mails. You will be better off on your own than with any agent. We are now all set to approach the embassy. Online application process, which means you need to book your appointment in advance. There could be a delay of several weeks or even several months depending upon the location of the embassy. Please do it as early as possible and make sure that you have deposited the fees which is between 60 to 75 euros well in advance for taking this appointment. I would recommend that you do it several months before so that you are ready and you don't cause unnecessary delays and unnecessary emergencies at the end. The date has been given, you have reached there, and now this is the time to tell you something about the visa interview. The embassy official just wants to confirm one simple fact. Are you really going there for a genuine reason? Or you just want to go there and you have found out education as a reason? So what would they ask you? Number one, how did you arrive at this university? Why are you going to study this subject? What is your earlier credential for this subject? After you have done this, what are your career plans? And all such things. Just to know if you are a genuine student applicant or you are just going there in the garb of a student visa because you just want to do something else over there. Here, the questions about the finance will be asked again. Your documentation will be put in front of you and you will be asked several follow-up questions. Be ready for them. Let me take one question which is surely going to be asked and in discuss detail what kind of answer would be the most appropriate. Why did you select this university? How did you reach this university? So I have to reply, I know a student who's already there. I searched it on the internet. Then from there I saw this program which fits into my previous education, and this particular field also has future job opportunities not only in Germany but elsewhere. This means you must know a lot about the university. This means you should know a lot about the university, the course, the details of the course, and if I can also mention about some of the prominent faculty which is there, that would make your case very strong. You should also try to find out what kind of internships are available during this course and mentioning these in front of the visa officer will make it look really genuine that you have done enough research to reach this course, to reach this city, to reach this university. The visa interview is done. The visa is stamped. You have the admission, and now the time to say goodbyes, to book the ticket and go. In this whole process, if you would need any support in terms of guiding you that how could you do your own stuff, please do not hesitate to visit mavancareercoaching.com. Do subscribe to our channel and please do comment on this video. We will be back with the next video of this series very soon. Till then, goodbye.